I'm using the reclaimed drawer front, which is still available in our catalog, and I'm using the Baked Fresh Transfer. I hope you'll enjoy watching this. I'm using my fuzzing towel from Couture, but of course you can use any towel. And I'm taking it from the adhesive backing, and I've labeled the back, hot coffee. Coffee is one of my favorite things, and I am going to take it 3 times, and I do this because I don't want the transfer to stretch when I'm putting it on a smooth surface. This is quite a nice piece of furniture. It's almost as heavy as an actual drawer front. So what I'm doing now is I'm just placing it very carefully on the wood, and it is solid wood. And you know, sometimes you need to move it several times, but it's important that you take the time to prepare it and smooth out any of those nasty air bubbles, because if you don't do that, then of course the paste that you're going to apply could actually seep through, and that would be a disaster. Not totally a disaster, because our washable paints do come off. So I'm using 2 colors today, Shimmer Gold and Shimmer Silver, and they are lovely to work with. They don't need any stirring because they're quite liquidy to begin with. And what I decided to do was to use the 2 colors and take the top half of each word and go across and use the Shimmer Gold on the top half of the of each word. And I probably should have used maybe some tape, some tacky tape of some sort, or painter's tape, and you know, had it go straight across. But I just eyeballed it. I thought I'd just take a chance. It's going to go into my kitchen, hanging up on a very tall part of a wall. And so I'm going across, and it goes on very, very nicely. As you can see, it's lovely to work with, really is. And after I have done that, I'm just going back over and scraping the rest off, and I'll put the excess back into the jar. You really don't need a lot of paste. It goes a long way. And now I'm taking my Shimmer Silver, and I'm going to apply that to the bottom half of each letter. And when I do that, I'm going to leave a tiny bit of space between the gold and the silver. And I'll tell you why in just a minute. But I'm going to start off, and again, just pulling the paste down. And as you can see in the letter H, I've left a little bit of space on each letter. And again, it's going on quite smoothly. The bottom section there where it says always brewed fresh, I decided to just do that in gold. So I didn't use this ombre look on the always brewed fresh. I just decided that I was just going to go across straight with that Shimmer Gold. So I'm almost finished here, and again, you know, this is a lovely transfer. It's a silk screen transfer, so different than a stencil. Stencils are hard plastic. These are very flexible. They're reusable. You can wash them anywhere between 8 to 12 times and use them again and again. And if you take care of them, they can be used even for a longer period of time. So now I'm just taking my finger and I'm blending. I'm smoothing the 2 colors together. And I'm trying to do this as quickly as possible because, as you can see, it is pretty dry. Chalk paste dries very quickly. If I were to do this again, I would probably blend as I go. So now what I'm doing is I dipped my finger into the gold paste, and I'm just smudging it top and bottom. Okay, so blending the two colors together, and you get what's called an ombre look. And it's quite a nice effect. I always like to think of coffee as, almost like a latte, where you have your brewed coffee and you have your milk frothing on top. So I really liked this effect. I had seen another designer do something very similar, and Couture does these lovely videos that shows you how to blend and do these special techniques. So here's the final product, and I think it turned out really well. You could use a black ink and a gold.